Hey class, today I'm going to be showing you some cartooning basics. What you'll need for this is 2 pieces of small scratch paper, a pencil, and then later on you'll need the eraser, the fine tip Sharpie, a reference image of a celebrity. So a friend of mine named Leah Moods showed me a few cartooning basics. So when we're thinking about our cartoons, we're going to do a simple circular shape for the head. If I'm looking at the cartoon from the front, there's a line of symmetry down the middle, and about halfway down is where their eyes are going to sit, and the nose and the mouth. If I'm looking at them from 3/4 view, I'm going to put that line right here and again halfway down. And right now we're kind of doing the sketching. So this is like your pre-work. Before you actually draw, you're going to sketch. And then the side view, the profile, that line here, and again the line in the middle. We're going to focus primarily on looking at someone from the front or that 3/4 view. And then the eyes we're going to keep simple as well. So we're going to work with just circles and dots for the pupils. Okay, so I'm going to flip this over to do some sketching to practice some basic expressions. So if I am feeling happy, I've got my eyes sketched out really lightly, and if you put it looking directly at us, it's pretty severe. So what I would suggest is having it look to the side, or having your cartoon look down at something, or having them look up and over, something kind of like that. So trying to stay away from that severe direct look, unless of course you're doing like a surprised expression, maybe the eyebrows, you can see the forehead. Oh my gosh, right? For this one here, maybe this is going to be my happy. So I'm going to see this little line there where the mouth is actually pushing the cheeks up. Maybe I have some eyelids. Eyebrows can be kind of normal. For sad, you're going to get kind of like droopy eyelids, maybe looking down. Those eyebrows are going to be kind of arched over to the side, maybe kind of worried. The nose you can keep really simple, a little line like that. Maybe it's turned up if you're drawing a kid or something. Kind of an expressive line for the mouth. Noses can be really any kind of little shape that you want. For mad, let's see, I'm going to go down here. Everything is coming down, pointing downwards. So maybe even the eyes themselves, and then the eyebrows. Right. Kind of trace around there. Kind of a confused or not so sure. One eyebrow's down, one's up. Something kind of like that. So thinking about how just in the eyes we can express a lot of emotion. And then thinking about the nose and mouth, I've talked about that a little bit, but our basic structure of our nose is like a light circle. So that's where you're kind of seeing, oh, I'm just drawing a little line under it, right, like that. Or I can also draw just a few lines for the nostrils. And then if I erase back that original sketch, then I kind of just have this left over. And it's really going to help when you're looking at a reference. What shape is their nose? What line can I use? Kind of keeping it simple. For the mouth, you know, we got our happy. Just kind of simple stuff. I won't go into too much detail there. I feel like I kind of covered it. So that was my sketch paper. I'm going to flip it back over. I'm going to try putting some of those onto the head. So again, those circles are going to happen right on that line. The nose is going to be about halfway, and then the mouth. And then again, adding those eyebrows, shape of the head. The ears are going to kind of fall right here. The neck kind of in line with the eyes. And then like the hairline, I might start it here, and then the hair is going to go up there. And I like to just sketch in where the hair is going to go. And then adding in just a few lines to kind of show what kind of hair type it is. If it's a curly or wavy hair, just adding a line that waves here. and then a few of these lines out here. So just getting the texture of the hair by working on the ends and not having to do a bunch of texture in there. Let's see, let's try one from the 3/4 view. The nose is gonna come out a little bit more. I might see that profile of the nose. This one's gonna be looking down. The ear is gonna fall on that line, and then the neck is gonna come out below the ear and below the chin. So I'm gonna draw that chin. Basic head shape, about right there. And then maybe this person has like straight hair, so their bangs maybe come down to here, and then the hair is gonna sit off the head. It's not just straight like that. Once I have the basic hairline drawn in, then I can come in and draw the details of that. So maybe a few lines on the bottom here, and then I can kind of erase out the shape of the head. Something kind of like that. Okay, so we've done some practice. I'm gonna have a quick example of what this procedure looks like for working on your practice and your final. So you can practice along with me. You can just watch this and do your own practice. It's up to you. But again, we're gonna sketch, then draw with a pencil, trace with a Sharpie, erase, and color. So I'm gonna do Shakira. Let's switch her over here. So it's a cartoon version of her. I'm not worried about making it look just like the picture. She's kind of that 3/4 view. If you can see, that line would be about right there. And then the eyes about halfway down. Trying to capture that smile and kind of exaggerate that smile a little bit. Eyes are looking off to the side. I like to keep the shape of the circle, but I like to add maybe her eyelashes for a little bit extra detail. I could draw a line around there and still draw the iris if I wanted to, if I knew what color her eyes were. Or maybe the blue eyes are a defining feature or something like that. Trying to get maybe just down and up for the nose, keeping it pretty simple. I'm going to show the teeth, bottom lip maybe. This is honestly one of the tougher parts for me, is getting that smile just right. Not my best work. It's all right. Okay, just sketching in, and I don't see her ear, so this is going to be that hairline. Neck's going to come, well, looks like about right there. And then sketching in where that hair is going to go. She's really got a lot of volume in her hair. I feel like that's kind of a defining characteristic. So maybe I exaggerate that just a little bit, make it bigger than it really is. Something kind of like that. If I wanted to, I could add a little microphone here. Like I know she's got that hooked up. Maybe she's singing. Something again to kind of help people figure out who this is. So without having to draw every single curl, I'm going to kind of go to the ends. Get those wavy lines. Because I can go in and add a lot of that information when it comes to color. Few defining lines on the part in her hair. I think this is a picture from when she performed at the Super Bowl, so I could look at a color image later and try to get that right in another way to help people recognize who it is. Okay, so now is kind of the fun part. I get to go over it with my Sharpie. So I'm not going to go over those guidelines. I'm going to go over all the lines that I want to keep. I really am unsure about the mouth, but here we go. Just go easy on these. This is kind of the fun part, I think, is when you're done tracing these lines and you get to erase. It does change the drawing just a little bit. It doesn't have to be perfectly on those pencil lines. And you'll notice the lighter you draw with a pencil, the easier that is to clean up later. So nice and light till you get it right, till you can have that opportunity to go over and trace it. So I'd love for you guys to do a practice sketch before starting your final. Okay, I think I kind of got what I needed. So I'm going to give it just a second to let that ink set. And then I'm just going to take one of these large erasers and erase all the pencil that I can. Okay, I'm noticing maybe I forgot something on one of the eyes. That's okay, can still add it in. But that's a good time to kind of check, like, oh, it would make more sense if I saw this hairline, if I saw just the edges of her arms. Is there anything I'm missing here? Maybe some designs on the shirt. I already circled one iris, so I better do the other. Some more lines. Maybe a microphone in her hand would have helped kind of define the person so you know who it is, something like that. Okay, and then the last step is adding color. So I think the best thing to do would be shading with color pencils. If you're looking to get different skin tones, using different browns, tans, and peaches, and kind of building up that color. So maybe I start with this peach. Don't forget to shade in the neck so it's the same size, same color as the skin. And like if I was going to do the arms, I would shade those now as well. No one is really just this sort of peach or salmon color. So thinking about adding in a little shading on the cheeks. Maybe a little bit of brown. There's going to be like a shadow here on the neck. Maybe just shading in a little bit of a brown, and already that looks a lot better. Kind of blending and mixing those colors. If you use like the side of the color pencil, that's going to give you a better finish than trying to just draw with the top of it, like the tip. So shading, building up that color slowly, and then having some fun with the hair. So maybe this is where I'm going to sort of build up that color and that texture. So I'm not quite done adding color, but I want to let you guys have some time to work. So I can't wait to see what celebrities you choose and creating your cartoon. Thank you.